All right. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Saliba injured ahead of the World Cup. There for you. Remember, this was going to be his first World Cup. There for you, which can still be, depending on how the doctors obviously come up with what we call the report. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having super fun wherever you're watching us from. And we are bringing you this story from the Rokani Media Football. Remember, we want to hit 30,000 subscribers, and indeed we can if at all you guys come up and obviously support us as anticipated. So please do the needful and really subscribe to this beautiful channel of ours, and you will obviously see to it that all goes on well as planned. So we are talking Palhinha there for you, another player who we need to obviously discuss about his future, having gone ahead to be loaned to Tottenham Hotspur ever since the summer transfer window from Bayern Munich. Now, where should we start from? Let's obviously get on well with a William Saliba story in here for you. And it reads that William Saliba is very doubtful for the World Cup after injuring his back a few weeks ago. Saliba will undergo scans on Monday to discover the seriousness of his injury, but the fear is that he will need a lengthy time to rest and for treatment. That's what we are getting in through from ESPN FC. So William Saliba is having a back injury, and it's something that has been really ongoing for William Saliba. You remember, even in his debut season for the club of Arsenal, 2022-2023, I think around March, in that game against Sporting Lisbon, in the quarterfinals, return leg at Emirates, Saliba walked off the pitch with a back injury. You understand? And he has been getting such injuries for some long time in there for you, and the back injury is something that needs to be rested. But it depends on what the board will obviously come out and say. As for now, all what we want you to know is simple, that he is having a back injury, meaning that even he played the Champions League final when he's having a back injury. And no wonder this season he has not been at his levels, because I think most of the times he has been forcing himself to come onto the pitch. That is William Saliba for you. So as it stands right now, I want to let you know that Saliba is really one of those that is really having a back injury. But tests have been made, and there is a little bit of optimism for William Saliba to obviously be a participant into the World Cup that France is going to obviously play in a side known as USA. Now, Fabrice Hawkins works for RMC, has told us that the medical tests carried out this afternoon by William Saliba are quite reassuring. Arsenal's defender does indeed have a back issue, but it won't prevent him from joining his teammates at, it's called Clairefontaine, this Tuesday. The player's health will nevertheless need to be monitored. For now, it's hard to say, for example, whether he will be able to take part in the friendly matches. Now, that is William Saliba, meaning that they've gone ahead to run tests, and the tests are really reassuring that maybe they can do something with William Saliba. But I think they're trying to obviously do the needful and obviously go with him. But if it doesn't work out, then he'll be dropped in there for you. And when it gets dropped, I think it works more for the club of Arsenal than the French national team. And I think people at Arsenal are like, all right, even if he gets injured, yeah, no worries. Even if he gets injured, even if he doesn't go for the World Cup for us, it 100% works for us as the people at Arsenal, because he'll get what we call the ample rest, and then he'll come in through, and everything will be in favor of Arsenal, as will come in fresh to see to it that he really does the needful for the side of France. For the side of Arsenal in the coming season. Remember, Saliba is an integral player at the club of Arsenal. With him playing for France and with Saliba playing for France and Gabriel Magalhaes playing for Brazil, these two teams are obviously going to go in the further stages of the World Cup. You understand? So that means they won't get enough rest. And if I'm Mikel Arteta next season, if Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes play like that, I think in the opening games of the season, there is no way I get them minutes. That is it. Because they're going to hate to play very many games. You know, they're going to hate to play very many games. When you look at Saliba, he has played almost every Premier League game. I think he has missed out like on 4 games only, right? Saliba has played 31 Premier League games, 12 UEFA Champions League games, and 5 EFL Cup games in there, meaning that those are 36, 48. He played some Carabao Cup games, so he has played a minimum of like 50 games. You get? That is William Saliba for you. So that means he needs a rest, you know, and if it comes in at this time, then it will be doing us no great. Now, we've also had a story coming in through from France that if at all Saliba doesn't obviously make it, then they will obviously bring in Eduardo Camavinga, right? And when you look at the French World Cup squad that has been called, I think there are some good defenders that can obviously do the job, but I don't think that they do have a player who is like William Saliba. And, you know, I don't think that they do have a player who is like William Saliba. Konate is not Saliba. You get? Jules Koundé is not Saliba. Now, when you look at the defenders they call, especially the central defenders, Ibrahim Konate, Jules Koundé, William Saliba, Dayot Upamecano, and Maxence Lacroix. You know, those are the what? Those are the central defenders they really do have. And I ask myself, why would you go in for a Camavinga in there for you when you've gone ahead to obviously lose what we call a central defender? That means you should look out for someone else, maybe Eleni Yoro coming in through, and maybe someone else who can obviously come and really do the job for the for the country of France. But all in all, we wait and see how things pan out. But the manager of France is really very optimistic for William Saliba and the side of France. They feel like he will obviously make it. Who are we talking about? We are talking about William Saliba in there for you. So that is Saliba for you, doing the needful and obviously coming in through to let us know about his injury. And it's not that he got that injury during the Champions League final. They've told us that he has been struggling with the back issue way back, and I think Arsenal were so much quiet about it, and they are like, don't let the world know, keep it a secret, don't let them know, in there for you. So from there, let's head to Tottenham Hotspur. We do have a story from Fabrizio Romano that João Palhinha gives priority to Tottenham Hotspur as the feeling with Roberto Di Zerbi is very good. If deal can't be agreed with Spurs, Sporting are keen and ready to act, but Tottenham Hotspur are the priority for João Palhinha. Now, that's where he came in through. That's where he came in from before he went to Bayern Munich. And at Sporting Lisbon, that's where he came in through before he came in to a side known as, was it Wolverhampton Wanderers? Right? Then from Wolverhampton Wanderers, he went ahead to go to Tottenham Hotspur. João Palhinha is the name. Now, I think Spurs will sign him. That is it. Spurs will sign him, and I know. So he went to Fulham. It's Fulham who bought him from Sporting Lisbon, then from Fulham to Bayern Munich, then from Bayern Munich to a loan to a side known as Tottenham Hotspur, where he has obviously gone ahead to obviously thrive. So your thoughts on William Saliba injured ahead of the World Cup are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Palhinha to Spurs? Should Spurs keep him on a permanent, All of that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. Good night those going to bed. For us who are still awake, we are still here and ready to rumble.